welcome back to Stay Lost with Rich. So I'm just out on a run this morning, done about 5 or 6k, and I'm about halfway around. So I thought I'd take you along and talk to you a little bit about what I've been doing regards to running and fitness and training, and the events I've been trying to enter and things I've got planned for later in the year. So yeah, I'll stop again a couple of K and tell you a little bit about that. Okay, see you in a sec. So about 8k, 40 minutes or so around my run, and I thought I'd just stop and tell you a little bit about how I got back into running, and sort of the things I've been doing around fitness and things recently. So maybe I'll go into more detail in future videos, but just to give you like a 2-minute sort of summary. So rewind back to sort of late last year, end of December. I weighed about 120 kilos, not sure what that is in pounds, 240 plus pounds. My fitness had pretty much vanished. I'd not done anything other than a bit of dog walking. So, I've always probably drank too much according to the GP, but I decided on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day that I'd, like everybody I suppose, I'll stop drinking for a while, and I normally do a dry January. Sometimes that goes into February. I think I may have got into March once before, but anyway. So this year I've decided to do a dry 2025, and have nothing until the end of the year. So as a bit of a byproduct to that, I started losing weight quite rapidly. So much so, the wife made me go to my GP and get sort of a bit of a checkup, because I was losing weight a bit of an alarming rate, really. And there was no other changes to my diet other than cutting out booze, probably, I don't know, 30 pints a week or something like that on average. So I lost weight quite dramatically, and so I then thought, well, it's a good opportunity to kind of work on my fitness and sort of get a bit fitter. So because of the weight loss, running became a bit more of an option. Previously I'd done my knees in running, probably running too heavy and poor form, etc., and all that kind of stuff. But so I got into running around about March, beginning of March. I think might be my first run I'll check out on Strava, and maybe I'll put a screenshot up or something like that. But so I've gradually been increasing my distance and my runs, and I've entered 3 half marathons this year. I did that, I spaced them out through the year, and I thought if I've got those planned in, it kind of gives me something to focus on and set my training around. So I've never ran, apart from a week ago when I did the Carsington half marathon, which I'll maybe talk about that again in another video. But up until I did that, I'd never ran anything over I think 10k might be my longest run ever, or certainly recorded run on Strava or whatever, or Garmin. So it was a bit of a challenge to set myself up for a 21 plus K run. So I've entered 3 of those, done 1, got 2 to go. So yeah, so that's that. Right, I'll get back on with a run. I've got 2 or 3k more to go, back home for a shower. I may catch up with you right around at the end of the run just to sort of finish up, but okay, bye for now. So I'm just got a K or so to drop into the village and back home, so I thought I'd just speak to you one last time. So before I mentioned about having a year off the booze, I'm not decided whether that's a year, maybe that's longer, I don't know. I'll make that decision sort of at the end of the year. But if anyone's interested in that, I'm happy to talk a little bit more about what made me make the decision, how it's been, the various different sort of things I've been through over the course of the 6 months now, and what I might do at the end of the year. I've got I did a half marathon at Carsington Reservoir last month. It was a really hot day. I was really happy just to get round. That's the first time I've ever run that distance. So I was really pleased with myself just to get round the course. I did it in 2 hours and 12 minutes. I've got the Nottingham half marathon, I think it is, in about 4 weeks' time. So hopefully it's not quite as hot, and hopefully I get round again, but ideally in 2 hours and 11 minutes or something like that, or a slight improvement on the last time. And then I've got Cannock Chase, which I think is in October. Again, that's probably going to be, I think it's more hilly, so I don't know. But yeah, again, I'll be happy to get to the end of the year, having a year off the booze, and manage to do and get 3 half marathons under my belt. That'd be definitely a success. Anyway, I'm going to head off now. Last couple of K into the village, and then go and grab a cup of coffee and a bit of breakfast. All right, bye for now.